Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, I am going to discuss the 2024 yearly horoscope prediction for the third sign in the zodiac, which is Gemini, also known as Mithun Rashi. Now, my predictions are mainly based on your moon sign, which is the Chandra Rashi, or ascendant sign, which is the Lagna Rashi per Vedic astrology. For some people, the Lagna Rashi predictions might be more relevant and accurate as compared to the moon sign predictions and vice versa. So I would advise to watch from both these signs so that over a period of time you will be able to tell exactly which sign you resonate most with. Ascendant sign predictions have an actual impact on life events, while moon sign predictions have an impact on the mind or emotions of human beings. So, when it comes to yearly predictions, we focus on the placement and transits of the four major planets, which are Jupiter, known as Devguru Brihaspati, Saturn, known as Shani Dev, Rahu, the north node of the moon, and Ketu, the south node of the moon. The reason being, these four planets stay in particular signs for long periods of time, which naturally have major influence. So let's look at the transits and positions first, and then we will focus on the major areas of life. Starting with Jupiter, it will be placed in your 11th house for the first 4 months in the sign of Aries. But in the first week of May, it will transit to your 12th house in the sign of Taurus and will be placed there for the rest of the year. Saturn will be strongly placed in its own Mool Trikona sign, Aquarius, in your 9th house in the Bhagyastan all year long. Rahu, which has recently moved to the sign of Pisces, will be positioned in your 10th house in the sign of Meen Rashi all year long. Directly opposite will be Ketu, which will be placed in your 4th house in the sign of Virgo, which is Kanya Rashi all year long. So these are the key placement and position of the four major planets. Now let's discuss the major areas of life, starting with the career. In terms of job and profession, the first 4 months are going to be exceptional because Rahu's placement in the Upchaya Sthan, which is the 10th house, is looking very powerful for you to make solid progress and achieve good growth and success at your workplace. The ruler of your career house, Jupiter, is also placed in the Labhasthan, which indicates good gains from your career, whether it is bonus, promotion, salary increment, or even job transfer to a desired location. So especially if you're wanting a job transfer to a foreign country, to a foreign land, then your dream might finally come true in the last 8 months of the year, especially after May, when your career lord Jupiter transits to the 12th house, which is the house of permanent foreign settlement. So if you're running its Mahadasha or Antardasha, and if Jupiter is placed in the 12th, the 9th house, or even the 7th house, then there are good chances you might be able to relocate to a foreign land in terms of your job opportunity. But overall, a very good year of progress in terms of career. So make the best use of it, because the first 4 months are going to fulfill all your desires in terms of whether it is getting a new job opportunity, moving to a different state within the same country, or just trying to apply for a promotion, bonus, or a salary increment. The time is ripe for that. But in the last 8 months, Jupiter's movement to the 12th house can open up lucrative opportunities abroad, and those people already working in a foreign country will advance quite a lot in their career. You will get a lot of recognition, support, respect from your peers, colleagues, subordinates, and higher ups. Your leadership skills will start to shine. You will confidently make presentation, and your overall prestige, recognition, and respect in society, in your overall social circle will grow. If we talk about business, in terms of the business area, the time is also looking quite good, especially in the first 4 months when the Lord of your 7th house is in the 11th house and again aspecting its own 7th house of business. And now the Guru Chandal Dosh is also over, which means a rise in your revenues, in your business profits, defeat of competitors, and possible new opportunities for business growth and expansion can come your way. You might think about new business partnerships. If you're already in a business partnership, you will get good cooperation and support from your business partners. Just avoid getting into unnecessary arguments, disputes with your business partners in the last 8 months of the year from May onwards, because Jupiter will transit to the 12th house, which is the house of loss, expenses, tension, fear, anxieties. So try to control your spending in terms of business activities. Make sure you really know what you're doing so that you don't unnecessarily lose money in your business activities. Those people whose business is connected to foreign lands can do really well in the last 8 months because of Jupiter's transit to the 12th house. So whether it is import, export, any sort of connection to foreign lands will be quite fruitful. If we talk about health, then till April, the time is a bit sensitive in terms of your health area. Try to make sure that you do not ignore health issues, especially acute health issues. If something was to bother you, make sure to get the proper treatment on time. But from May onwards, you will get much better support for your health area as Jupiter will transit to the 12th house and aspect your 6th and 8th houses. So there might be some increase in medical expenses, some treatments that might be necessary, but with that, you will get the proper treatment and right kind of advice from the doctors. You will get good relief from May onwards. Your immunity will get stronger. You will feel more robust. Your energy levels will also increase. So a very good time for the health area is indicated from May onwards. Do regular exercise, yoga, meditation, eat good homemade food, eat a good diet so that your health will remain even better. If we talk about love life, then the first 4 months are looking quite good for those single people to find someone and get into a relationship due to Jupiter's direct aspect on your 5th house. And now even Ketu has moved from your 5th house, which is a big relief. Those people already in a relationship, now there will be quite a good improvement. Love, romance, and the bonding will increase between you and your partner, and any misunderstandings can certainly be resolved in the coming time. If we talk about finance, then the financial area is looking to be quite good. You will have a good flow of income. Rahu's placement in the 10th house, Saturn's placement in the 9th. So your Bhagyesh in the Bhagyastan, Rahu in the Upchayastan, in the Karmastan, and Jupiter in the Labhastan. I don't need to even say anything more here. It explains itself that this is a very powerful combination of these 3 major planets which are there to really help you boost your finances and achieve good financial stability. But Jupiter will transit to your 12th house from May onwards. So long-term investments can be fruitful. Try not to get into risky, speculative, short-term investments, as that is where you could suddenly lose money. So just use good financial management skills so that you will accumulate good wealth and money throughout the year. If we talk about education, primary education for those students pursuing bachelor's or high school will make really good academic progress, especially after May onwards. So the entire year is looking quite good, and it will be even better from May. If we talk about higher education, for those students pursuing master's or PhD program, the time is looking excellent. You will make really good progress. You will impress your professors with your dedication, commitment, hard work and effort, and you will make good progress in your field of study. So use the time to your advantage. Even if you want to seek admission to a college in a foreign land, now is the time to do so. If we talk about marriage, for those single people hoping to get married, the first 4 months are looking excellent. The Lord of your marriage house, Jupiter, placed in the Labastan, in the house of desires, wishes, wish fulfillment, is looking quite good, because from the 11th, Jupiter is again aspecting the 7th house. The Guru Chandal Dosh is over. No other malefic influence of any other planet is on the 7th house, which indicates a lot of good support for marriage related activities. But when Jupiter transits to the 12th house from May onwards, if you're already in a marriage, try not to get into unnecessary arguments, quarrels, disputes with your spouse, or that could cause a sudden break in your marriage if you are not careful, or if you are running a very malefic Mahadasha such as Rahu, Saturn, because when Jupiter will be placed in the 12th house, it is 6 places forward from the house it rules, which indicates some disturbance to the married life. So just be a bit cautious in the same. If we talk about travel, short distance travel, journey and vacation, the first 4 months are looking quite good and supportive. But in the last 8 months, you have to maintain utmost caution. Try not to go on unnecessary short distance travel if you can avoid doing so. If you can instead work like a work from home job, it will be to your advantage. If we talk about long distance travel, journey and vacation, then the time is looking excellent throughout the year. It will be good for you to embark on long distance voyages, travel, journey, vacation that you always desired, or that you always wanted to go on, because your 9th house is going to be very strongly activated by Saturn in a very auspicious way. So you can certainly think of embarking on the same. To summarize, this is going to be one of the best year for you, my Gemini friends. You have literally your destiny lord placed in the destiny house itself, which is Saturn. In the 10th house, the Karmastan, the Upchaya house, which is a growth house, you have Rahu placed there, which is a very powerful and auspicious placement for this demon planet, because Rahu is known to do well in only a few houses, with 10th house being one of its favorite placements. It is also good friends with the ruler of your sign, Mercury, and so is Saturn. So they are both well equipped to give you solid results throughout the year. Finally, Jupiter, which rules your 2 most important houses, the 7th house of marriage, business, the 10th house of career, your everyday work-life routine, the relationship with your father, all these important factors is also going to be placed quite well. Even though it will be in the 12th house, it will be a good placement for maybe foreign relocation, long-term investments, getting more into spiritual practices, or getting interested in religious activities, whether it is visiting a mandir, a masjid, a gurudwara, a church, whatever religious practice you follow, it will be a good year to get more inclined towards the same, as Jupiter is a planet that represents spiritual knowledge, practices, religion, because it rules the 9th house. Naturally, Guru is the Karaka of the 9th house. So getting yourself involved in more spiritual and or religious practices will help to channel the 12th house energies in a positive way. Even doing yoga, meditation, pranayam, dhyan, spending more time in nature, not spending too much time on technology, doing all these things will be extremely beneficial. But you truly have one of the best placement and transits of the four major planets. So I hope you use it to your advantage, and I thank you for watching. All the best.